Hi, this is Mary Sherwood. Welcome to my glass studio. And if you recall, a few weeks ago, I posted a video of my messy studio. Pretty much still looks the same. I'm working on some little additional Christmas items to fulfill some orders, and I'm gonna pause the video for a minute and then go over and let you see exactly what I'm working on. Now, these were called my flying heart ornaments, because I wanted to sort of have something that had some emotional feeling to it for the circumstances we've been under this year, for some of us who have had some broken hearts or some mended hearts. And this was my way of remembering those people and hoping they will be able to use these as valuable gifts. And they will be engraved on the back with 2020 written on the back. So it sort of connects us and then lets us fly. They're called flying hearts. Now let me show you a little bit about how I build the hearts. It's a multi-step process. First of all, I start with these little heart-shaped glass pieces. They are made in a vitrograph, which is a kiln that you pull hot molten glass through the bottom of a hole and create shapes. Now this one isn't the best color, but you can sort of get an idea of the shape of it. So they are cut into little marine parts and then applied to various different projects, and they come in lots of different sizes, as you can see here on the table. So from here, I'm going to start just building the heart. Now it starts with a fairly good sized clear layer so I can have something to build around. And then I add my other colors and embellishments. So I'm moving around. This is firing paper I'm working on. This will go directly into the kiln, and it is a paper that does not disintegrate in the kiln. It becomes a little bit softer and a little bit more fibrous, but it is fireproof, so I can build directly on that, and it saves a lot of time than trying to build it and then move it into the kiln. So I will pick up this piece of paper and the whole thing will go into the kiln. And I'm going to continue around and put these clear pieces all the way around this heart and tack them down with some Elmer's glue. And then I'm going to come back and show you how I embellish it and finish it off, so you'll see the completed project. Well, we're back, and I've just about completed this last heart that I've been working on today. And I've layered about 3 layers of all these little pieces of glass, and I assort it. I make some of them red, some blue, some all red, some all blue, and so they can be made in just about any custom color. But it's many pieces of glass that are put together, about 3 layers total by the time I get done. And then I'll show you how we fill in the center. But the next thing we do after we've started this piece and put the vitrograph heart in the center, we build the frame, and then I come back at the very end and add some shiny pieces that are called dichroic pieces. I'm going to hold up one and let you see what it looks like. This one is a little bit shiny and dark and has a black background, but a lot of times I like to use pieces like this that are silver and just gives me a little different hint of color, but have a clear background, so they're not quite so dark and heavy when they go on the piece. So I'm just scattering a little bit of that kind of dichro throughout the perimeter of the heart, so you can get an idea of how this will be finished when it is complete. From time to time I have to cut a piece of glass down. So I take my nippers and I cut it down like that, and I tuck it in. And all of this is held together with very little glue because it's going straight in the kiln. And once it heats up, then that will stabilize it. Sometimes I have to add a little because they all want to sort of fall and fall in together. So I think we've got enough for this one. You know, it's sometimes hard to tell, and I keep going back and adding another piece. But I don't want to add too much, but I do want to have enough to create an interesting pattern and a little bit of pizzazz to the item. And sometimes at the end too, these pieces might be a little bit sharp, so I'll take and sand those down a little after it's fired, so it will certainly be safe to handle. And I think we're about done there. Now, I will show you what I use. I use clear frit, which is just cut up pieces of glass into very small fragments, and I fill it in the center all the way around my heart. And the thing about this is that I have to have enough here so that it holds this whole thing together. There's no clear glass underneath. It's all a buildup of multi-layers of glass that hopefully will play well when they get in the kiln and decide to all end up wanting to play together. So that's about it for today. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you find some interest in the hearts and their symbolism for us this holiday season. I appreciate you watching and looking through all the other artistic work on the Sonoran Art Festival, and have a blessed and happy holiday. Thanks.